And let's cross over to Moscow and speak to the Moose, Ian Abrahams. Moose, keep your eyes on the skies, mate.
Good morning, Al. I got some more important news even than that for you.
Used to be Ian Cruise, but there might be a cruise missile popping up.
In the breakfast hall where I am at the moment, next to the young lady playing the harp, is a counter which has 3 unopened bottles of champagne. If anyone wants some champagne with their breakfast.
Well, seen that before. Ski resorts.
Moose, yeah, don't have to say unopened though when you're around, does it?
I've just seen the gentleman right across from his eyes just completely lit up there, mate. Moose, it was just unbelievable. Is that what you think? A Big Al should be heading for Moscow? Do you think that's the?
I think Big Al should come to Moscow for the World Cup. I really do.
I echo that.
My thoughts are with you, Moose. My thoughts will be there with you and Ali, but my backside is staying firmly in London.
Oh, well, never mind.
I thought you were going to Spain.
Today I am, yeah.
You're not going over at all in summer for the World Cup?
No.
Okay,
no.
All right.
No, I'm going to anchor from here. It's Royal Ascot, for God's sake.
I know it is.
Hey, Moose, seriously, what was it like? And bad at one stage, 2-0, you thought, oh.
Yeah, 2-0. I mean, listen, at one stage it wasn't great. I mean, Arsenal were poor, couldn't hang on to the ball. I thought Mesut Ozil was having another one of those nights whereby you're just dying for him to do something, and he's not. I mean, I thought there were way too many passengers. And then Arsene Wenger, they were 2-0 down, and even Wenger admitted himself that he thought the referee had given the penalty against them, and it looked like he had. It was very exuberant, pointing to the for a goal kick, and all the fans in front of me thought that CSK had been given the penalty, and you started to think this is just not going to happen. And then Wenger, to his credit, made a change. Jack Wilshere had taken a kick early on, and he bought Jack off. He went 5 at the back and brought on Callum Chambers. Suddenly Aaron Ramsey came to life, and then they scored 2 good goals, with Welbeck and Ramsey both scoring.
Well, there's 2 players there, Mish, you mentioned, Ramsey and Jack. Well, I think Roy Keane was giving Jack a bit of a kick in the alley, but Ramsey and Jack, will they be at the Arsenal come the end of the season, next season?
Well, Jack's contract runs out this summer, and still no news about his contract. As for Ramsey, he's got 1 more year to run, and again he's very tight-lipped about what he's going to do. But he's not the only one. I mean, Cech, who I thought was at fault for the second goal.
Yep.
You could argue maybe the first as well. His contract runs down next summer. So does Nacho Monreal. I mean, there's a few there. I think in total there's something like 5 or 6. So it's a difficult situation for either Arsene Wenger or whoever comes in the summer, because I still think that there's a decision that Arsenal needs to make there, unless Arsenal win the Europa League, in which case I think Wenger definitely stays. And
well, I'd like to go Marseille, Salzburg, they'll get a chance.
Absolutely. And Mr. I ask, I mean, looking at it, I mean, and you're right saying a few of the boys' contracts or things like that, but for example, Jack Wilshere, is he going to get a better offer from a better club than Arsenal? Moose, I'm struggling to take this conversation seriously with that music on the background.
Moose, are you moving closer to that harp or what?
What are you doing to me, Moose?
No, she's just getting louder, sorry. No, I mean, the problem with Jack is that you're right in terms of the fact that would he get a big contract elsewhere? But of course he would move for nothing, so therefore a club wouldn't have to pay a transfer fee for him. So therefore they could give him bigger wages. And it's not only clubs in this country that have shown interest, but clubs in Italy and shown interest before. So let's wait and see what happens.
Mish, you wouldn't have heard this, but let me tell you what Roy said. This is on ITV. You need to be fit if you're a top level footballer. Every time I see him, he's getting treatment. Or he's carrying a knot. I've never been a big fan of his. For an attacking player, he doesn't get enough goals or assists. The guy's career is drifting. I don't like it. Don't like to see it. But it's bad. As Arsenal were, it was as bad as Arsenal, where he was really bad. Has he been offered a contract? If I was him, I'd take it quickly, because if he thinks he's getting big offers in the summer, he'll be surprised.
Well, I spoke to Jack in the mix zone afterwards to ask him what how bad the injury was he picked up in the early minutes of the game. He said it was just a kick. But it was fine. The one thing I think you've got to cut him a little bit of slack for is that since he got back into the team just before Christmas, he's pretty much played every single game. Now, listen, to you two, that means nothing, because you two used to play every single game and more, right? But in an era where teams are rotated and players are rested quite often, I mean, Jack is on the pitch pretty much all the time for Arsenal. I mean, I know he came on a sub against Southampton last Sunday, but, he features in every single game, and he hasn't had a chance of a rest, and maybe maybe he needs a bit of a rest. I mean, you know, he missed out on his chance, I think, to go to the World Cup when pulling out of the England squad through injury. But I think Roy Keane...
So you don't think he'll be there? He won't be there?
I think, no, I can't see Jack getting to the World Cup now, not if he didn't play.
Log that, Ed. Moose says he's out of the World Cup squad. Log that. 6:41.
He didn't play in the last 2 friendlies. He's only got Costa Rica coming up to try and impress, and I don't think that's going to be enough for him, to be honest. Listen, Roy Keane, I'm not a fan of Roy Keane, and the way that he just sort of shouts his mouth off about things on TV. I think it's easy for him to do that rather than to sort of, you know, back it up and even go face to face with the player and say that to him. You know, if I've got something to say about Jack Wilshere, I've got a chance to say it to him in the mix zone face to face. I will do. You know, so
Moose, I have to say, I think Roy Keane is the type of character that
who would say it to your face.
I definitely think he would, mate.
And I'd stay well clear him if I was you, Moose.
I'm not afraid of Roy Keane. I'm not afraid of anybody. You know that.
Oh, I love it, Moose. I love it. I'm looking forward to hearing you. Where are you appearing live?
Look at that wet paper bag you couldn't get off.
God, well, by the way, it's a tough last 4. I mean, Salzburg scored 4 goals in the last 6 minutes last night to knock out.
Oh, God, them.
That's it. All right, fine. I think the Austrian champions are dangerous. Marseille have got our old friend.
When was the last time Austria won anything?
No,
apart from skiing.
Eurovision Song Contest, they won 2004.
But it was held in Vienna.
Go and look at what happened last night when they came back to win. Marseille got through last night.
Your old pal had a hand in 4 goals last night.
Yeah, Dimitri Payet. Can't wait to see him again. And then obviously Atletico Madrid. I think Arsenal would rather have them in the final than the semi-final. But it's a cracking last 4, though. It really is.
So, Moose, have they treated you well?
Yeah, I have to say I've been looked after really well. Apart from the food in the press room last night was abysmal.
Well, you're not going to get a burger, are you?
Was it actually abysmal, or was it just not to your taste, Moose?
Well, it was both. It was abysmal and not to my taste.
What was it? What did you get? Tell me.
We had sweet crepes, and I have absolutely no idea what was in the crepes.
Well, I thought that would have been your first pick.
It was, but it turned out it was more crepe than crepe. The vegetable soup, I would suggest, tasted anything but a vegetable. Or if it's vegetable, then it wasn't the sort of vegetables I'm used to.
Did you not put your crepe in the soup?
I didn't actually think of that. That might have been improved. And they charged me 100 rubles for it as well.
Give her a few rubles to shut
How
up.
many rubles you getting to the pound just now, Moose? Just a matter of interest.
I think it's between 70 and 80.
All right, mate. Okay, good.
Moose, safe journey back.
Thanks a lot, boys.
Just watch your skies.
Moose, looking forward to hearing from you next week live from the Van Halen concert.
Right, we should have got to play Amphora of Blown Bubble,
I've got that picture in my head of Moose standing and this beautiful young lady playing the harp. It's just something I need to get out of my head immediately.